Yeah. So, hi guys, I'm visiting right now with Chuck. Chuck, what is your last name? Forgive me.
Just like my beard.
Bushy? Cool. That's a cool last name. I wanted to ask you, because I recently got stung, I know people who are doing this as newbies. When they get stung, your first reaction is one, to run. No, first is to panic. Second is to run. And third is to swat, which is the one that got me in trouble, was the swatting. So what I would ask you is, okay, the first thing that happens to you after that experience is fear. Like you really are, you get nervous to go back next to them again. Mm-hmm. You know, to go through that, especially if I just got one sting. I don't know how I would have responded if I had more than one sting that day, especially since mine was in my nose and everything because it got into the helmet. What would you say to people when it comes to that? Like, how to deal with that? First of all the issues that you're going to go through when you're in that situation, and then secondly, how to overcome it.
The initial part, of course, is to try and stay calm, which is difficult, especially if you haven't been stung before, or not frequently. Mm-hmm. And walk away from the hive. Mm-hmm. Don't run. Don't go swatting at the bees. Mm-hmm. Just walk away from the hive. Sometimes you'll have to walk a distance because sometimes they'll follow you. And then just sit down and relax. You know, do deep breathing or whatever, you know, as an individual helps calm you down. Because when you get stung, you get that adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You want to, you know, it ends up being that fight or flight sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to, you know, just relax, calm down. Make sure that wherever the bees were able to get into, you know, like your helmet area, make sure that the bees are all out, that it's closed up, and then come back and work your bees slowly, diligently, and just go through the whole process again.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a matter of experience, I would say.
I'm glad that I didn't run, okay, because I did want to, and I was calm enough to get the bee that was in my nose out, but I got stung because of my rushing to get the gloves off in my panic.
And you had other bees following you.
And I did. I had bees follow me all the way home, and then found out when they came in the house that they were in my. There was one still inside of my helmet, and so I had to go take everything off outside. You know, so the panic started coming back in again, but. Because I had already been stung at this point, I was like, oh God, I don't want to go through that again, you know?
Well, you know, you don't necessarily know. Check my time here. Mm-hmm. Why the bees came after you. It might have been something you did unknowingly. Or, you know, maybe a scent you were wearing.
Yeah.
Or it could be that there's been something else hanging around the hive that's just got them agitated.
Right.
And the guard bees are on super duty.
Yeah.
And anything that walks nearby, they are aggressive against.
The fact that I didn't get multiple bites makes me think that it was what I was wearing, because in my case, I had perfumed oil that I made. I had it all over my body, and so I think that that's what they were looking for.
That's quite possible. You know, that's scent. I think the bees have a large knowledge and reaction to different scents. Mm. Maybe it's superstition on my part, but typically I won't wash my bee suit till the end of the year. You know, it'd get a little cringy, from just working the hive and sweating and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a firm believer that the bees recognize your scent.
Mm-hmm.
And if they perceive you as not being a threat because of your scent, you know, you've never ripped a hive apart like a bear or something like that.
Right.
They have less inclination to be aggressive.
That makes sense too, because I went in it having a completely different scent on, you know, and prior to that I wasn't wearing any oils, which is weird because I'm notorious for wearing oils, but then the last couple of months I haven't been wearing it, especially since with the bees I was questioning if they would react to it. This particular day I forgot I had to feed them that night, and I had it on. I decided, oh, I want to wear one of these, and then I had it on me. And so what you're saying, it actually makes me think that's a big possibility too.
Yeah, it's a strong possibility.
Yeah, because I hadn't smelt like that before. And I had just introduced the lavender. You don't think the lavender was one, right? The lavender packet.
Lavender pad.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
But who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
We
wish
do.
I could talk bee talk.
I know, so do I. I would love to be able
so much
to.
about them that we don't know that we'd like to.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate those answers, because I think that that's going to help people. Because, you know, if you're going to be a beekeeper, you got to get over that fear. How many times would you say you got stung?
Oh, I don't know, 40, 50 times.
Oh my God.
And the vast majority of that was once. One episode.
Wow. Wow. It takes a long time for it to heal.
Yeah.
That surprised me. Like,
Yeah,
5
I swell up
days.
pretty good, and it's a good 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
And you can't tell from the image that you see right now, but I'm bald on top. And they really zeroed into the top of my head.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah, and I
no.
was just walking by, and for whatever reason, they were very aggressive that day.
Wow.
You know, and I ended up probably going good 300-400 yards, and I had bees following me all that way.
Yeah. That's amazing. I literally was surprised when I saw that they were still following me to my house, and that they were still there when I came back outside. I was really surprised, and then I found out it was still inside of my clothes, so stripped it all off, and then it was like, okay, now I'm gonna go in the house, and she didn't follow me after that. Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times when I've been working with bees, you know, I'm all done, packed up, ready to go home, and you know, I'll find some bees buzzing in the car.
Right.
You know, usually they just hang around the back window. You know, when I get home, I open it up, you know, and they fly out.
Right.
I've never had any problem with the bees in the car.
Yeah. See, that's cool.
But there also been times where, you know, I'm going from one set of hives to another set of hives, and I just stay suited up and keep my helmet on.
Yeah.
I get some really strange looks from other drivers.
Right.
But you know, the other bees that are in the hive are in the car. You know, they don't have the opportunity to bother me, and I'm ready to go when I get to those blue hives. So.
Right. Oh, this is gonna be an experience.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
Yeah. Like, and
the idea is it's still supposed to be fun.
Yes.
So
yeah. Well, once you
not
get
for everybody.
Exactly. And I think you have to get over that hump. Once you get over the hump and you recognize that that's part of the experience, then you'll do better next time, you know.
Or find out that beekeeping isn't for you.
Or find out that it's not for you.
And we've had people that have been beekeepers that have become allergic to the stings.
Wow.
And they've, I don't know whether they just hadn't been stung much before, but you know, for whatever reason, after working bees for several years, all of a sudden they become allergic.
Wow.
And they have to end up giving up the hives.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
But that's a small percentage of the population. But it does happen.
Well, I thank you so much for all the info. And thank you.
Okay.